Gossip. Thank you guys for checking out another great episode on Gossip. Remember, gossip is what's true to you. It may not be true amongst the masses, but it's true to us. Don't forget to get the book Rise of the Black Woman. The latest version is on Amazon for like $15, written by Kanu Morel. This book will be historic. I promise you it will stand the test of time. Stop by our store, ninthdimension.com, and pick up some soul apparel. Now back to the episode. Gossip. Gossip. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another great episode of Gossip. I want to thank all the brand new listeners that have came in on Gossip. You guys, I want to thank you for tuning in, checking out the podcast. I hope you guys are getting some valuable information. I hope you guys like the podcast. I really do. I hope that is enlightening. I hope that it's bringing value that you can utilize in your life, and hoping that it's actually doing something to help liberate the mind, because that's what the podcast is all about, liberation of the mind. It's time for us to begin to look at the world in a new light. Today's show on Gossip is called The Awakening. The reason I decided to call the show The Awakening is because to become awake is very important. And to give you an idea of how important it is to wake up, I'm going to give you a story. 2018, December the 31st, I was headed home. And as I was headed home, it was actually raining that day. I went to change lanes on the interstate. As I went to change lane, I hit a pothole. Boom. I'm hydroplaning. I can feel my truck not being able to grasp the road. I'm going from side to side. The back end of my truck is starting to fishtail. Back and forth. In my mind, I'm like, oh man, what is about to happen? At the same time, I'm on the phone with my child's mother. She's like, what's going on? All I could say is, yeah. And while I'm saying yeah, the truck is just back and forth. Next thing I know, I go into a 360. Boom, I'm spinning. In my mind, it's like, okay, the mind works so fast. All I could think about, what am I going to do? All she could say is, what's going on? And in my mind, I'm like, what are you about to do? So I'm going to this 360. I catch it. I go with it. By studying martial arts, I learned something very, very valuable. And I learned to go with the flow. So I go into this 360. Boom. Here I am spinning, going into this 360. I'm like, I gotta come out of this thing. So the right moment come and I come out of it. I catch it. I come out of 360, straighten it back up. At the same time, I'm realizing, man, this truck has not grasped the road. You know what I'm saying? Never one time that I knew not to hit the brakes. See, that come from a long time when I was in school, when you hydroplane, never hit the brake. You know what I'm saying? That's how the mind is working. All this stuff is just coming back to me. It's coming back to me. You know what I'm saying? So I go into this 360. I catch it, come out of it. Boom, okay, I'm still, although I straighten it out a little bit. And here I am again going back and forth across the highway. back end, still fishtailing. She like, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, again, yeah. And here it is again. I'm like, oh, I'm about to lose it. This is what I'm saying out loud now. I'm about to lose it. Boom, I go into another 360. Bam. So I go at the flow again. Boom. I catch that 360 going in the flow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't try to fight it. I went with it. Went into this 360. Boom. I'm like, when is gonna be the moment? When gonna be the moment? I seen the moment. Came up out of it. Boom. I done straightened it out again. Whew. I'm like, okay. I done came out of it again. Realizing again that this truck has still not grasped the road. And the second time I come out of the 360 and realize the truck has not grasped the road, I'm like, you know what? I am not gonna die today. I refuse to die today. Because death looks like it's approaching. I'm driving still. Truck just swaying back and forth across the road. I'm like, I remember looking to my side. I'm like, okay, ain't no car beside me. I'm like, thankful. At any moment, another car had been involved in this, I probably wouldn't be here today. So I'm driving still. She's like, what's going on? All I can still say is, yeah. And I'm like, man, this truck still hasn't grasped the road. What am I going to do? I don't know how to get this truck to grasp the road because I know not to hit the brake because I'm hydroplaning. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm like, so I just take my foot off the gas. You know what I'm saying? Take my foot off the gas. I'm like, hopefully this truck grasps the road. It's still not grasping the road. The back end still swing from side to side. I'm like, what am I going to do? I get ready to go into another 360 for the third time. I'm like, man, come on. What am I going to do? I get ready to go into this next 360. This time I'm facing the wall. You know how the highway interstate be having these walls up on the side of the wall? I'm facing this wall. I'm like, I am not about to die today. Today, I refuse to die today. It's not going to happen. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not going to die today. I go into this 360. Whew, I knew not to fight it. So I went with it again. But this time, I'm actually looking at this wall in front of me. And I'm like, man, am I finna hit this wall head on? And I'm like, no, hell no. I refuse to die today. So I'm looking at this wall and I go into this 360. And this time, when I go into this 360, it begins, I go into the 360 once and I get ready to go into it a second time. The second time, the back end of my truck caught the wall. Boom, it stopped me. The truck just shakes from back and from side to side. And I'm like, damn. Thank you for stopping. Because I don't know how else I was going to stop. I don't know how this was going to end. I don't know. Because every time I was in the road, I just the tires couldn't grasp the road. It's raining. I'm hydroplaning. Ain't no way to stop. I knew if I hit the brakes, it was over. So when I hit the wall, boom, the truck shaking from side to side. It's still running, but it won't move. I'm like, man. I'm sitting there. She's like, what's going on? I'm like, I just wrecked. She's like, all I can hear is you saying, yeah. Whoa. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I just wrecked. And I cut the truck off. I look back up the road. Every car has stopped. And I look up the road and this traffic just, far as I could see up the road, everybody just stopped and they were just watching. And they was just looking, and so when I stopped, the truck stopped, I'm sitting there looking, they looking at me, and they see like I'm responsive, I'm looking, and I noticed that people began to pull closer to my truck. They looking inside the truck. They checking on me. And I noticed that people are clapping. People are giving me thumbs up. And all in my mind, I'm like, they like, damn, that nigga can drive. That's my ego. But they like, that nigga can drive. Because in my mind, I'm like, I had to be driving. I wish I could have seen it for myself to see it play out. But I was firsthand with this thing. And so, but anyway, these people are clapping, they thumbs up at me, what I'm saying? They looking, making sure I'm all right, and I'm thumbs up in them back, what I'm saying? Throwing the hand up like, yeah, I'm fine. At the same time, I'm like, damn, I could have just died. So I cranked the truck up. I had to cut the truck off and crank it back up. When I crank it back up, I was able to put it in drive, and I went home. Thankful to live to see another day. Thankful to be here today. December the 31st, 2020. I get off work today. Decided I wanted to fix me something to eat. Tired, not realizing how tired I was. Go in the house, cut the oven on. Heating up the oven, put some cornbread in the oven. I'm a country boy, put some cornbread in the oven. Didn't know I fell asleep. I woke up. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? The house smoked up, eyes burning. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, I done fell asleep. House smoky, smoked up. I can't see nothing hardly. I'm like, golly, boy, you done fell asleep trying to cook. I'm like, man, you got to stop. I'm like, wow. Thankfully, I woke up. Not realizing that I had also cut the eye on and I was finna fry me some fish. I had put the skillet in the oil on the stove. Knew I had put the skillet on the stove. But when I woke up, the skillet wasn't on the stove no more. How did it get off the eye? I do not know. But I do know it was not on the eye. And I do remember putting it on the eye before I sat down. Because I was planning on frying me some fish. I was waiting on the grease to heat up. Spirits. Ancestors. I lost my dad this year, the week before Father's Day. Hurt. Life is precious. You know what I'm saying? And with all the stuff that's going on right now, there's no time like now. And there's no more time, better time to be grateful. If I had not woke up when I was in that car accident, if I had not woke up today, if that skillet had not moved off the eye, would I be here? Maybe, maybe not. But what I do know is that waking up in the midst of death is vitally important. It is important that you wake up at this time because so many of us are facing death. And so many of us are about to face death if we haven't already. They are planning to do so many things that you really can't even worry about it. All you got to do is wake up and be prepared, because preparedness is everything. And preparedness doesn't always require doing anything. Sometimes it's just a mental thing. Just mentally prepare is sometimes better than physically preparing. When I was in that accident and I was looking at that wall, all I could say was, not today. Not today. You won't have me today. Not today. I refuse to die today. When I woke up today in this smoky house, I was like, man, I'm still here. I woke up, cut the stove off, got the burnt smoky cornbread up out the oven. Looked at the stove, I'm like, wow, the skillet is not even on the eye no more. How it got off the eye, I don't know. But I was thankful that it wasn't. A grease fire is hard to put out without a fire extinguisher. Water ain't gonna do it. And I don't have a fire extinguisher, so that will remind me to get one. Waking up when you're facing death is vitally important. At any moment in time, when I was in that car accident, I could have shut down. I could have gave up. I could have been facing that wall or went into them 360s and been like, you know what, just take my hands off the steering wheel and take it out of my control. So many of you have taken life out of your hands and you put it in God's hands, or Jesus' hands, and thinking that everything gonna be all right. God got me. Jesus got me. But I remember one specific passage, and I tell you, man, when it comes to the Bible, I can't quote it no more like I used to. I read the Bible so long ago, but I remember this. And it said, if you take one step, I'll take two. I know y'all remember that. Taking a step is keeping it in your hands. God can't work with you if you don't give God nothing to work with. The moment you take it out your hands and you put it totally in God's hands, God can't work with you no more. Because you ain't gave God nothing to work with. You got to keep it in your hands in order for God to be able to work for you. Because God can't do nothing unless God do it through you. Haven't y'all realized that by now? When somebody needed feeding, they be like, thank God you fed me. Thank that person. God was able to work through them in order to feed you. You got to keep your hands on the steering wheel. You got to always guide this thing. You have to stay willing to stay in control, regardless of how chaotic it may become. You got to stay willing to guide this thing. Because if you give up, God gave up, because God's will is your will. And if you will it death, then God will death for you. But if you will it life, then God will life for you. This is stuff you got to understand. And with what's going on right now, I've come across so many people that tell me, well, it's in God's hand. And I'm going to let God do what God want to do. Well, I tell you one thing. If you seek death, then God seek death for you. But if you seek life, then you will live. You have to be willing to do whatever's necessary for you to do what you got to do. Now ask these people, are you afraid to die? Many of them are. But yet at the same time, they take their hands off the steering wheel. How can you live if you don't want to take control? They're predicting these numbers to go up increasingly. And guess what? They will. Because so many people are not willing to hold on to the steering wheel. So many people just let go, give up. But yet they want to live, but they give up. They don't take action. They don't wake up. You have to wake up. It's the waking up process that is necessary for you to live. You can't go to sleep. You have to wake up. Take control. Focus. That's important. I wanted to tell you guys that today because there's so much stuff that we could be facing. They could be about to foreclose on this country, foreclose on the world for that matter. The banks, the Federal Reserve, because every country is in debt with this world pandemic, and they talking about climate change. There's a lot that's about to take place, and there's going to be a lot at stake. I hope that you're willing to stay in control. Don't give up. Don't let them put your life in their hands. Take your own life back into your hands. Take control of your life. Know where you're going. Know what you want. Now, don't let nobody force you to do anything. Don't let nobody tell you what you gonna do. Take your life. Put it back in your hands. Take control. Because if you don't, death will seek you out. Saturn and Jupiter linked up. If you didn't know, Saturn is Kronos. That's where you get the word coronavirus from. Kronos, or Saturn, the planet Saturn, is the planet of harvest. It's harvest season, y'all. Kronos is also known as the Reaper of Souls. Why you think they predicting these numbers to keep increasing? Because they know there's so many of y'all gonna let go of the steering wheel. Give up. Put it in God's hand and you not do nothing. They're banking on that. They're banking on it because they have created the mindset for you to give up. Put it in God's hands. Let go of the steering wheel. This is how they have indoctrinated you. This is how they have trained you. And I tell you what, brainwashing is real. Now, you may disagree with it, but I'm telling you, brainwashing is real. They can't wait for you to let go. They telling you that climate change, it's too many people on the planet. Bullshit. This planet is big, huge. Climate change. They act like this is something brand new. This has been going on for millions and billions of years. They act like this is something we can't live through. Oh, people gotta die for us to continue on. Too many people on the planet. We gotta cull off the people. Which is absolutely not true. This is their plan. So many of you be like, the Bible just coming to it. The Bible, God is manifest. Listen, this book was written by a cult. And this occult is planning on seeing their plan through. I hope that you are brave enough to take control. Take control of your life. Guide the steering wheel. Learn how to go with the flow. But just because you go with the flow don't mean you got to let go and die. You have to learn how to go with the flow in order to navigate your way out. Just like when I was going in them 360s, I didn't go in the 360 to continue to go in the 360. I went with the 360 so that I could come out of the 360. Mitsu Kokoroka is what I was taught. Go with the flow like water. The push and pull, the Tai Chi method. Go with the flow in order for it to work for you, not against you. Waking up when it seems hopeless, because I know so many think it's hopeless out here. Oh, we don't know what to do. People coming down with this stuff left and right, left and right, left and right. Black people are being affected by this stuff. Yes, they are. But believe you me, it's intentional. It's intentional. Don't y'all remember how in the beginning, black people like, oh, the virus is not affecting black people. Then all of a sudden, all it's affecting is black people. You fell for it. Don't you know it's propaganda out here? It's tricks out here. It's tricks out here. They stay tricking you. That's why your boy be talking about fake news and fake media and all that stuff. Because propaganda is real. Indoctrination is real. Brainwashing is real. The only way you're going to be able to peep game, you have to wake up. If I had a shut down in the midst of me in this car wreck, I wouldn't have been able to see. If I had a shut down, I wouldn't have been able to see. I wouldn't have been able to see my way out of it. If I had to close my eyes when I was going through them 360s, or when I was headed head on toward this wall, I might not be here today because I shut down. I closed my eyes thinking I could hide. Thinking I could hide or run away from what's really happening. No, I had to wake up and face it head on. Take control of my own mind. And find my way out of this thing. And I'm telling you the same. Now is the time to take the control. Take control. You see what you're facing. Stop being nonchalant about this thing. Take control. Put it in your hands. Because you have help. But God can't do nothing for you that you can't do for yourself. That's something you must realize. You have to take control. It's vitally important. Stay focused. Even if you have to pretend to go along with the program in order to see your way out, do what you must do. Do what you must do. The DNA is becoming active. The triple helix. To those of you that may follow me on social media, you seen I did a post about how the vaccine, and the reason why they trying to make it mandatory that everybody take it is because the DNA is becoming active. And how can they shut your DNA down? By shooting your ass up. They want to shoot you up to shut you down. And so many of us are going to allow it to happen. I can't tell you what to do. But nor should you allow somebody else to tell you what to do. See, it's one thing to fight against me, but yet turn and be submissive to somebody else. If you're going to be a fighter all the way around. It's like so many of my black brothers in the hood, we strong against other brothers. But when it comes to white people, we submissive. Now, I'm not saying go out here and be like, let's fight against white people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you're going to take a stand all the way around. Like where I'm from is 10 toes down. We stand 4 corners. And as my Masonic brothers may say, standing on your square. If you going to stand. Stop trying to look hard here, but be a punk over here. Who can respect you? That's why we don't get no respect. No, that's why you don't get no respect, brother. Cause I'm respected all the way around. It's 360 around here. All 4 corners squared off around here. It's time that we begin to do something different. They know it. You know it. So let's do it. They know that as this DNA become more and more active, you gonna wake up. So they want to make sure you stay asleep. I don't know what to tell you about how you should navigate this thing. This is your choice. It is your will. It is your guide. But you do have the choice to hold on to the steering wheel or to let it go. You have a choice to keep your eyes open or you have a choice to close them. You have a choice to run to the fight or you have the choice to hide from it. It's your choice. But I tell you, action begets action. And inaction begets inaction. I don't remember the scientist's name because his name is irrelevant. But it's the law of motion. What is in motion stays in motion. Get in motion and you will figure it out. Stop sitting idle and waiting for something to come to you. Because when you wait for it to come to you, by the time it get to you, you ain't going to be ready for it. That's a guarantee. Get in motion, get in gear, and get focused. I love you guys. If I didn't, I wouldn't do these shows. I am trying to tell you the secrets to life, the stuff that's going on that they don't want you to know about. And I know they don't want me to tell you. This life is so deep. So deep. Deeper than we can ever imagine. It's multi-dimensional. There are going to be things that are going to come at you that you are not going to be prepared for, but it doesn't matter as long as you're awake. As long as your eyes are open to see, it don't matter what comes. You can't be blindsided if you saw it coming. The only way you can be blindsided, you didn't see it coming. Open your eyes. Stay awake. If you see it coming, you can do something about it. Keep your eyes open. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Stay in control. Stop giving up. Stop putting it in an invisible hand. Know that God can't do nothing unless God do it through you, because you are God. We're going to come up out of this hocus pocus and this magical deception we have been deceived with. We're going to begin to rise up, become awakened, become empowered, strengthen our minds, strengthen our will, become more disciplined, become more intuitive. So help me, God. I love you. And it's time that we take a stand. Gossip.